Sanibonani, welcome to the bed. The bed. Ayikho nani into engizoyisho. I hope le camera izofocus better in this installment. But yeah, yimi lona enhle. These videos might be chopped up a bit, but I'm just so grateful for your support here. I hope you guys bear with me as I rant about my provider wives. Love me, them wives. Ngiyayithandela abantu besifazane ngokuthi they are rising to the occasion, but kufanele si acknowledge something. Though I am very proud of the fact that they are speaking up as ama providers in their family, however, inansi ingozi engifila ngathi as a society sizosakhama too at the end of the day. Engifila ngathi this is very dangerous and very detrimental to future yama families in South Africa. Here are the problems, or here are the issues engwabhaleni. I feel like this encourages women to settle. Yes, I said it. I feel like this encourages women to settle because it's not all women that have the discernment as to who deserves to be provided for or what's the kind of men that deserve to be provided for. I heard a lot of women, or a lot of, I don't know, a lot of the issues as Kulmangazo these days, like we're talking about men and women and the dynamics. And even with the grace giving conversation, there's a lot of speak around choose better, be better, choose better. Here is why I do not believe in the choose better narrative. Why? Because men are conditioned to be predators. Men are conditioned ukuthi bazingele, bapretende. Futhi they are conditioned. Empeleni ibeka at a risk as women, where on top of the fact that they are conditioned to be cheaters, they are applauded for being cheaters, they are applauded for breaking their families while the woman mends the relationship and mends the marriage. You understand? Because we live in that society whereby we know the famous DJ ukuthi wayehlele post on a slay queen. Each and every week there was a slay queen, while especially while they were still in South Africa. Ngisaphuma kancane ngisa off ramp. Do you remember ukuthi Twitter used to applaud him for having side bitches? You remember? But the minute that woman decided to leave that man, she was crucified. She became the villain. Basically, what I'm saying is this is encouraging women to settle. And the counter argument can be, well, women must learn to choose better. No. The social conditioning of men in South Africa namuhla as it stands, it conditions men to be predators, to pretend, to camouflage, to be survivalist. Empeleni sikhanda abantu besilisa who will do anything to get with a woman, with a man. Trust me, I've seen it. It's just that angifuna ukungena kakhulu endabeni zami. But a lot of women who are my age, I'm 30 something, who are established. Well, it depends on how you look at it. But if you're independent, you are maybe driving that nice Bajaj, you know the kind of men that approach you, who are predators, who are just there for a lottery day. But like they are willing to do anything to survive. It encourages men ukuthi rise to the occasion of being what? Of being provided for, of being men who are princesses. Ngiyanda iculture yamadoda ama princess. That's my issue with that. Futhi it further puts the burden on the black woman. Mina, I will forever hate anything ebeka umthwalo kumuntu wesifazane, because women are already raising kids. Women are already doing so much for a society. They are keeping things going kule society. They are making things work even with economic Ramaphosa. They are doing the impossible, the modern day woman. Yet still the onus is on them manje ukuthi ba provide lamadoda baphinde futhi bawakhande nkosi yami. Baphinde bawabekezelele. I feel like lento izowabulala further amadoda evele efile. Evele nje overwhelmed efile. It doesn't put more pressure on men to rise to the occasion. Whereas I've spoken about this before, where I said, have you ever seen or noticed in South Africa, it's South African communities and Black American communities that label women who demand to be provided for, which very by nature women need provision. You understand? Who demand to be provided for, they label them gold diggers. But in Nigeria, you will never find such. In Ghana, you will never find such. Women from those countries understand ukuthi a mother is a homemaker. The men must bring the bacon to the mother. We are the only nation emhlabeni besides ama Black American. And umubuka ama Black American ubuka kwanathi. One thing we all have in common is a distortion of culture. Sihlukumezekile, silahlekelwe ukuthina. There's a lot of distortion there. There's a lot of colonial abuse that both these nations have suffered. And it's here now we are, I don't know, even these other nations they have suffered, but I don't know. The bar is already low. In fact, it's in hell at this point. But yet still in this pandemic, in this society where there's more single mothers than anything, says encourage abantu besifazane ukuthi baqhubeke baprovide amadoda. In fact, we're shaming women. Because here's another part that I found to be very problematic. Yes, you can be proud of the fact that wena uzimele. You were raised by your mother ukuthi uyimele. But it is still within your right and your onus as a woman to want provision. And it shouldn't make someone ofuna provision, a woman who wants provision, to be labeled a gold digger. I feel like that's where my problem is. Women who demand or who need provision or who want provision, this conversation, or these women, these provider women, proud of them, are opening space sokuthi if wena as umuntu wesifazane ufuna indoda ezokondla, that means wena you're a lazy woman, you're a gold digger. It opens a space for men to continue to be complacent and to continue to be lazy. Kanti sebezokwenzani bona? Like, tell me one thing that they are willing to do besides sitting kuma podcast nama mic abo. Sebezokwenzani? Like, name one thing. Women have to go make the bacon, come back, find a man who's a bozo, build him up, make him something, give him children. What are the men going to be doing kanti kule society yethu? Iziphi izinto ezizokwenziwa amadoda? Honestly speaking. And I feel like these women, that's my problem. You can be proud of the fact that you're an independent woman, but do not shun women who are providing for themselves. Who want provision, who can get provision, who demand provision. Abathi mina my standards say I want endoda to provide. I feel like it completely silences that kind of woman. In fact, it completely silences this so-called feminine women. And kulindeleke ukuthi futhi these provider women or provider wives still babe kuma feminine, I don't know, energy. Umuntu ahlala ku feminine energy ahamba yolwa namabhubesi lapha ngaphandle for inyamazane to provide for this man enentshebe. And then at the end of the day, those women are still expected to be in touch with their femininity. Kanjani bafazi? Kanjani? But nakhona, women are doing that. I'm not gonna lie. They are doing that. They go out there, bebe, amana kuzana. I don't know, like, there are lions out there, there are kittens in here. But it is still the code switching from being a boss babe to a submissive wife endlini. Why is the onus always on women to be the one who carry society? Nama elements of society. Why is the onus still on women? Why is it that women have to be the one who are code switching between being an aggressive CEO ngapha futhi to being a soft docile mother? Kanti uNkulunkulu wami abafazi bonini emhlabeni Nkosi yami. Like, what did women do to deserve these kind of men, these modern men who expect you to do everything? Guys, kanti soneni. La khona, even when women demand bare minimum ukuthi feed me and my kids, it's too much for them. Kanti sebezokwenzani if they can no longer provide? Ngoba vele they are useless in the house. Because of what? Of their socialization. Sengivala umsebenzi komuntu esifazane awupheli. Ngibhalile lana ngathi this is creating a settling mentality. It's forcing these educated women who have PhDs, who have MBAs, who have everything, these hard working women, it's forcing them to settle for men who do nothing. And it's also creating an environment that enables young boys and girls. In fact, it enables young boys ukuthi bengarise to the occasion. Uyazi ukuthi ngithena lana ngithe settling ngathi Bob the Builder. Ngathi it's encouraging these women who have PhDs, who have doctorates, those women who have had sleepless nights bebhala ama-thesis, these women who have worked hard, who have tolerated racism, classism in these corporate spaces, in these business spaces, these women who have worked hard to then settle for men who are not in their... And also it's further leaving the boy child behind. Because what do you mean ukuthi the narrative eniphushayo ukuze ethi bafana shadani kahle nishada amantombazana azonondla? Oh uNkulunkulu wami kuthi angiyigqimize phansi. Bafana bami shadani kahle nithola amantombazane azonondla. What do you mean you are normalizing boys being left behind, men not rushing, men not competing? This opens a space for men not to compete, men not to rush, men not to fight, men not to thrive, it's opening a space where it's okay if they fall behind, women will come back and get them. What do you mean? You are promoting a space where a good woman is the kind of woman who doesn't want you to provide for her and her children. A good woman is the kind of woman who was raised right and is willing to foot the bill. What do you mean? Because one thing I know, two things can be true at once. It can be true that for women, it is good to be independent so that they choose who they want to partner with, the kind of people they want to partner with. But also at the same time, this opens up a space for men to think, because one thing about men, they are visual learners. They are learning ubani nobani. And they're very impressionable. We clearly can see that ngaba fall into being gangsters if they were not impressionable. It's creating a very dangerous world where we're creating amadoda azoba soft. Women know ukuthi survival is not a choice, it's not an option. Education is not an option. Being independent is not an option. Even when they're independent, they still want partners who can provide for them. And we're saying what a woman who wants that is not a good woman. Because there's one thing, resounding, echoing noise. They were raised right, these women. Of forsaking, patriarchy, men must be a provider. Ithi wena ukuze ube inhloko yekhaya kufanele uprovide ne-capitalism konke kusho njalo ukuthi indoda kufanele ibe ngaphezulu. How are you a leader who cannot provide? Hayi kodwa ke shuthi seniyobuzana nabafazi beni lapho. Ngingangeni kakhulu ezintweni zeni. But ke another part ngithena, it is unfair on women. Le yokuthi nisettlishe for ama-partners anganiprovidele, mina I find it heartbreaking and unfair ngoba eyeni labor ayipheli. Ngisho ungabuya uyi-CEO, as you come back from that office, the first thing you'll be greeted is mommy, I cannot find my shoe. Because why? Because society still conditions men to relax when it comes to household duties. Even when you have provided the bean and the bacon and the bread and the butter in that household, those kids are still gonna come back to you and look for their socks and look for everything. You will have to pay the nanny. It is unfair. I think that's my biggest thing. It is unfair that when you will be delayed emsebenzini ngenxa yokuthi there's a text on parenthood. There's biases against women in the workplace. When you'll be skipped for promotion because ukhuleliwe waya ku maternity leave for 4 months. On top of all of those biases that you are facing out there as you get that bacon, as you get that bread. Ngaphezulu uma ubuye ekhaya, your kid will want isokisi from wena. They will never ask their dad for socks because even his socks akawazi. Then what do you mean ukuthi wena you cannot have the luxury of having indoda ikuprovidele? Ngaphezulu futhi wena who's out earning that man, while you face amabhubesi out there in the corporate world or whatever business world okuyo. While when you are delayed, your body is constantly breaking because giving birth is transformation. It's a beautiful thing, but it takes a toll on the human body. On top of all of that, you have hormones. On top of all of that, you must give grace ngaphezulu. Umuntu wesifazane in her making was someone owaye kufanele avikelwe. Indlovukazi yayidalela ukuvikelwa because of her conditioning, because of the way imvelo imkhande ngakhona. What do you mean ukuthi on top of all the things that she has to sacrifice, with her labor, with her emotional labor. We will not even talk about the fact that even in the workplace, women cannot move the same way men can move. Men can progress faster. Married women or women with kids face more biases in the workplace. On top of all of that, women are still expected ukuthi kube yibona futhi ama-providers, ama-main providers. Do you see how unfair it is on you, my sister yonke lento? Do you see how I do not even like the idea of women providing in any sort of way? Because our presence is enough provision. Our bodies do enough of the work. Even if we villa or whatever, women still make things happen. The world is moving on the silent labor of women. And women abantasa ngiyonikhulumela koze kushona ilanga. What do you mean on top of all of that? Kusafanele futhi provide financially. What do you mean ukuthi you're a gold digger wena uma ufuna indoda ezokuprovidela? Ezokusupporta. Ikusupporte ngoneni, imkhokhele, ikusupporte ngabantu, ikusupporte ngezandla zayo ngelabor yayo. My last and final point, the social conditioning of men makes it dangerous for women who are providers, because men are not conditioned to be grateful for such provision. The reason women have been providing bethule, it's because of the social conditioning of amadoda. The first thing that was said to Situmakoti was, uhlaza indoda yakho, you are embarrassing your man. Because why? Because she spoke up about the fact that she was a provider. Because why? The social conditioning of not just only men or men alone, even women know ukuthi you're not supposed to speak about that, which then will cause self-esteem issues to your partner. Abanye vele into yabayifihleki ku-obvious ukuthi imoto yathengwa ngumama. Ku-obvious. And what do women who are providers go through? The hell and the abuse that those women go through in relationships is unfathomable. We understand some of them were even infected with the virus because they had to show compliance by not using protection. I'm sorry if this feels like I'm being too harsh. These are the things I feel and believe women need to know, women need to think about. We must take our hands out of the sand. Siye kubadululu about partnership. Men, if anything I've learned from them, they are very value driven in their approach towards love. Very clear whether he wants you for your beauty, he wants you for your brains, he wants you for something, but they always have something to gain. If you're a beautiful woman, indoda ithola respectability from his peers for marrying you as a what? As a beautiful woman. If you're an intelligent, educated woman, indoda knows that he will not only gain status from being a married man alone. You don't have to be the prettiest. All women are beautiful, by the way. You don't have to be the prettiest. But one thing for sure, he knows what he's not only gonna gain social standing by marrying you, he's gonna gain financial, monetary value. One thing about men, they will leave the woman who gives him heart palpitations, who challenges him, and marry the one who compliant. Because why? He gains something from the one who compliant. They are very value driven when it comes to how they partner. I wish women would be the same. I wish women would be the same and be value driven when it comes to how we partner. Utholani wena kuleyo partnership. If you can no longer get provision, you must get something. But that's something ngiyacela dadewethu. Let it not be societal respect, because society only respects women for suffering. Society only values women for suffering. As these women come forward and expose ukuthi no, bona they give grace, no. It applauds them because why? It puts them in the other side of the scale. The society only adores women for carrying load. Umfazi ongathwele lutho, umfazi oyiqanda kafunakala kwi-society. Kufunakala umfazi obekezele. Society only values women for their ability to carry load, for their ability to suffer. That's the bad. And women are already suffering enough. It's her settling, it's her Bob the Builder, not a woman's work is never ending. Not a social conditioning of men. Women kulento yokuthi beyoba ama-provider. Ngiyakutshela, one thing I know about men, they thrive on being confident. If he cannot get confidence from the fact that he owns this shit okuyindlela ehlala kuyo, sorry ngenhlamba, he will get it somehow. He will find a way where he can have an upper hand. It's not that they're evil. It's not that you didn't pick right. It's because of the social conditioning of men. They always have to have the upper hand. Mwah, nibe nosuku oluhle. Enhle Speaks. Subscribe to my channel. Ngiyanithanda.